So is no contact a big game? Is it a decision where you're playing with somebody's emotions? Is it manipulation? Is no contact this big old game that you're playing with somebody? The thing is this, if somebody is setting an expectation, you should follow through, right? So if I go to you and say, you know what, you're fired and you can't come back, are you going to reapply for that job? No, you're fired. You have to move on with your life. So when your ex is telling you that I want to break up with you and do not reach out to me, or they're just saying that without saying it and they're wanting to move on with their life, what are you supposed to do? Reach out a couple weeks later and hope that, oh, yeah, they forgot about that experience and they want to get back together? No, because that's only going to make things worse, not only for the party that wants the breakup, but also for yourself. Because if you're reaching out, one, you're spending this meaningless time hoping it's going to just reconcile out of nowhere. Two, you need time for yourself to get better and heal. And you're putting yourself in a vulnerable situation. So when I see people say, like, oh, this is bad advice, that, no contact is just playing a bunch of games, you should reach out. If somebody is setting an expectation that they don't want to be with you, you need to just move on. It's really that simple. It's the job example I just gave you. If somebody has fired you, you're fired. So with no contact, it's not about a game. It's not about messing around. It's about resetting the relationship and also for yourself moving forward. Because no contact is not about just getting the relationship back. Because if you're going into that process with the hopes of getting back together and that's your only expectation, you're going to be disappointed. Because no contact is also supposed to benefit you as a man. You're supposed to level up. You're supposed to heal. You're supposed to move forward and find things you enjoy in life. That way you get better. Because if that person comes back, your ex girlfriend, and wants a relationship with you, but she hasn't leveled up yet and done the due diligence to work on herself, and you become a better man, it's not going to work out. You're going to go around the same circle again. With no contact, it's for your benefit. It's supposed to help you grow and get better. And also, it helps you with other relationships because if you learn how to stay away from a person, let's say you're in a situation, you got a friend who just doesn't want to be friends with you again, and you're like, okay, well, that's their decision. I don't agree with it, but I'm just going to leave them alone. And you don't say anything, good, because you're realizing, hey, I learned from that experience that, if I stay in no contact, eventually they reach out or they don't, and I can move on with my life. It saves you time as well. Because why would you want to return to a situation where they've already told you, hey, this is not going to work out? Why would you go back? You can't force yourself on somebody. If somebody does not want to reconcile with you, that's it. It's over. You just got to move on. So when I see people say like, "Oh, no contact is a big game," that you're manipulating that person. No, it's not a game. It's a way to reset things and for you to just move forward with your life. And whether they come back or they don't come back, it's all about your mental health and your well-being as a man and making sure that you're resetting not only the relationship but your life and that you're improving in different areas like your spiritual life, you're improving financially, you're working on your career, you're focused on your purpose, you're doing the important things as a man. That way if she comes back or if someone else comes into your life, you're in position to be a better person. That's the point of no contact. So you can learn from your mistakes. Maybe you were desperate. Maybe you were reaching out too much and you got clingy. Now you get to learn during this time of life where you can humble yourself. You can learn from the mistakes and understand that, okay, this is where I messed up and that's what I need to work on. So if she does come back, I'm in position. If I'm not getting back together with her, I'm going to find somebody better for myself. So yeah, no contact isn't a game. It's supposed to help both parties out. They're supposed to grow apart, and if they come back together, awesome. And also, it's going to help you with other relationships down the road because you're going to have conflicts. You're going to have people who don't agree with you, who don't want anything to do with you anymore. And if you learn not to force yourself on somebody, and try to, get reconciliation, but just respect their decisions and you learn to just stay away and stay quiet, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts on, do you think no contact is a big game and you're manipulating people's emotions, or does it really work for you? Also, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Go check out my other video where I talk about how do you deal with your ex who keeps reaching out to you during no contact, and I'll see you in the next one.